Other presidents have declared national emergencies throughout our history. George W. Bush declared one after September 11th. Richard Nixon did it for the 1970 U.S. postal strike.
Usually Congress is on board, but that may not be the case for President Trump. KXAN's John Dapkovich talked to a constitutional law professor from the University of Texas about why, even if they disagree, Congress is unlikely to step in.
The idea of a president declaring a national emergency is not new, but if you can kind of explain how this would be different than past declarations we've seen.
Right. Well, it's a complicated area, and there are lots of statutes that authorize presidents to act in specific types of emergencies. There are about 120 statutes there. So arguably there's already some stuff in military budgets that he might be able to go after.
But he would have to make the argument that immigrants coming seeking asylum is a military emergency.
That's right, it's our national emergency. And of course, in some ways, the numbers are actually down, so that might be a hard row to hoe. That said, if he chose to do it, there would be basically two ways to stop him. Congress would have to take actions to say, you can't use this, the funds weren't designated that way. Then Republicans would have to take a vote on whether or not they agreed that the president was doing what was legal or not legal, and they've really wanted to avoid any kind of declaration of going on the record for voting about this type of stuff.
If the president were to make this declaration and Congress wanted to stop him, he would then have to sign the laws that would be stopping him.
That's right. That's right. They would have to pass resolutions in both houses of Congress. Assuming Congress could pass that, then the president would have to sign it. And then, of course, if he vetoed it, they would have to have a two-thirds majority to overturn it.
That would essentially be a rebuke of the president by both parties.
It would be a big rebuke. Yeah. And and Republicans don't want to be put in that position.
And Perry says that any challenge is likely to come in the form of a lawsuit. Congress could sue the president, but it would be most likely be someone who owns land along the border who claims that they have been harmed by the president's plans for a border wall.